All right, figured I'd make just a little tutorial, little video, try my hand at this maybe. Help coach peewee football, 8 and 9-year-olds, a couple 10-year-olds, working on trying to block, stay on the block. We currently don't have a sled to use where we practice, so I thought I'd make one up on my own, just out of some thoughts in my head, how I wanted it to be. Try to set it up so that it can take 2 kids at a time or 1 kid. Lumber that I used was one 8-foot 4x4. Used it all treated, just because it's going to sit outside. One 8-foot 4x4, cut in half to make runners, and I think six treated 2x4s. So I'll flip you around here, and if I can, and kind of show you what we're looking at. Okay, so we'll go video number 2 here. We'll try and merge these together then, so we can get them to where it was. It wouldn't let me flip the camera back around. I don't know. I'm not too versed with this stuff. Anyway, so you can see we've got 4x4, 8-foot 4x4, cut in half. Angles, front and back. I just did kind of a generic. I measured 1 inch down. The front, I measured 5 inches back and then cut that angle. You can kind of make the angles whatever you want. A 45-degree angle is probably fine. Depending on how they push it, might have to make the angle a little bit, not as steep in the front, depending on how it goes. 4x4 runners. These pieces across, 3 of them, they are 40 inches. The uprights, where we'll hook the pads, 3 of them at 4 feet. I made them 4 feet so that I can adjust the height of my cross piece if needed. I got a little bit extra. I got another 40-inch piece across the top just to shore that up. Then the angled ones, to make sure those ones stay upright, they are 34¼ inches. All I did was get an angle. I held a board up that was too long, got an angle of what I wanted this to be to meet, and cut that angle, ran the board down here to the bottom to where I would like it to sit, put it there, measured the length. That's how I got it, 34¼ They are screwed down here, and the middle one is screwed to the middle board. They're screwed to that board so that they can't push forward. For my braces, you can see, cut just a small 2x4 there and there. This piece is 11¼ inches, just to enable some movement there. This board is not treated because the treated one wasn't dry enough to slide through there very well. So you might need a regular 2x4 for that, just because, you've got the same thickness here as a 2x4. So a treated one was just too snug to put through there. I had some bolts laying around, drill a hole just for a storage, but so that this board doesn't slide in and out, I put a hole here that runs right through, in through that board, in through the front board. Now, can't come out. So, the plan will be this board in the middle. We're going to use, and you could use whatever. You could set up the round cylinder tackling dummy. You could set it up here, strap it to the board if you want. We're going to use the handheld blocking pads that are kind of the shape of a torso. But what we're going to do is this board will come out. So you'll run, if you're doing 2 players at a time, you'll run this board through the outside handle of the pad, then through there, through the inside handle of the pad, through the center hole. Then here, you'll hit it through the inside handle of the pad again, out here, through the outside handle of the pad. Bring it across, line your bolts up, boom, you can do it. One on the outside of each outside piece. Then you've got pads for 2 kids to use it at once. If you don't want 2 at a time, you can do it in the middle. Just put one handle on this side, one handle on this side. Your pads will be on the front side towards you of these 2x4s, upright 2x4s. That way, that gives some back pressure when they push against the pad. The pad's not just gonna flop in through there. And your pad height, you can adjust by where you put these, where you put that board. If you want it lower, you can move them lower. If you want it higher, you can move them higher. But it seems to work functionally in my driveway. I will take it to the practice field tonight and see how it goes, and maybe throw my child on there and have him use it, take a short video and try to merge it together, and so that we can see how it works. But that's my homemade. Took me maybe an hour to do total, hour and a half maybe. Very cheap. 6 2x4s treated were, I think, $4 a piece. The 4x4 was probably 12 bucks maybe. So you're looking, if you have the screws at your house, you're looking under 50 bucks. You can build it. I mean, you might have to buy pads to use if you need them, but you can build the structure for it under 50 bucks. So we'll see how it works.
Hey. Next 2, let's go.
Dog. We can just keep going.
Keep pushing.
Yep.
Okay. Down. Now you gotta reach out and touch.
Set.
Hit. You're not low enough.
You see the difference? Julian Cyrus is